Welcome back to Around the Way Gardeners. I'm Latanya,
Adam.
and we are so happy to have you here with us today. Today is part 3 of our 2024 garden area. Let me just give you a backstory. Last year, we were growing in a very small space, just very close to our house, because our backyard is very shaded and it gets a lot of water. So we have a decent amount of space back here, but we don't have a lot of growing space. So this year, all glory be to God, we decided to build out a different space, and we're growing 3 times as much as we did last year. And we're excited to have you here on this journey. So if you haven't already,
Like, subscribe,
and leave us a comment because we want to hear from you, right? So today is part 3, and we're going to be showing you what we've done so far. We're almost finished, and we've gotten so much food in the ground. Things are ready to be transplanted, and this is the day after it rained, so things are thriving and blooming, and we're excited to show you what we've done this far. So let's just get into today's video, guys. Before we get into the garden tour, we want to show you what we've been up to. Okay, you guys, so here's the garden arbor, which I am so proud of. I can't wait to see the cucumbers and peas and pole beans growing all on it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm also thinking about maybe doing a grapevine in our zone. I'm pretty sure we'll never get grapes, but it would be so beautiful to kind of like always have that vine draping around it. I just don't know how to do it, if I could put them in pots. So I don't know, but let me know what you think about that. And if you think I can put them in pots or not, because I have no idea. I don't know anything about growing fruit. I really don't. I haven't even done strawberries this year. I'm going to try to plant some in the fall. So that's the garden arbor. And here is our cattle wire trellis. Now, we want to grow a lot of cucumbers because we expect to pickle them. And so we decided to put 2 trellises up in addition to the garden arbor so that we can grow a lot more. And so we started with this one, and we use these, and we're going to get some zip ties, but we're thinking that we might, just so that it's kind of cohesive with all the wood, add wood, add the wood to secure it. but we're not 100% sure. And so over the weekend, we're going to do the other one over here. Um, so this is what we got. Let's just see. Let's see that. So that's what that looks like. And again, if you heard in my last part, my camera broke. So I'm using my iPhone and it is not ideal, but I wanted to make sure that I got these videos out to you and the camera lens is on the way. And here we have some spinach and it's growing so great. And I just have lettuce in here growing, just kind of threw them all in. And we have some cauliflower that's sprouting. And as you can see, I have this netting that I got from Amazon, and I'll put the link below. And I put that on everything for multiple reasons. I don't have anything growing in this bed yet because we intend to put peppers and our tomatoes. And we also put this is also cattle wire, and so we put this here so that our tomatoes will have something to support it. We bought like about 50 feet of the cattle wire, and we were able to do this to this side. Also do a trellis here. We're pretty sure we're going to be able to do a second one and possibly a wall over there. So that was pretty good. So we don't have anything in here just yet because the tomatoes are definitely are not ready to be planted yet, nor is the peppers. I don't know what we're gonna do in here. I tended to do squash here because it's pretty wide, so I think that's what we're gonna do in here. And I think that we're gonna probably put some cattle wire here and maybe train them to go up a little bit so that they don't. If you know anything about squash, they're like bushy, so they tend to really drape. So maybe we'll just offer them some support by putting the cattle wire here. We also have some grow bags here, and I have this dwarf kale. It's like blue Scotch dwarf kale. And I thought that it wasn't doing good, and it doesn't look as great in the bag here. This is my first year growing it. But if we come over here, man, let me take the netting off. I was like, I was being lazy. I didn't want to take it off because getting it back on sucks. So if you can see it in here, this is kind of what it looks like. And I'm super excited about it because I feel like I'm sure that I could put this in my salad, but I feel like this is a great kale to make um, kale chips with. And it's blue scotch kale. But then let me show you. I also have that same kale here growing and it's doing good. Again, you can see I have this netting everywhere to avoid the bugs, the birds, and the squirrels, guys, because the squirrels for some reason thinks that we put all this dirt here for them to play in. So this is what it looks like. And again, it's blue Scotch dwarf kale. So I am so excited. And since we're over here, I don't know if you watched that short video, but this is my Dollar Tree vertical. I think it's called like a vertical planter boxes, but I got all of these from a Dollar Tree, and then I just added this here in it to support it. And you guys could go check out that video. And so I succession planted in here. But that just means that I transplanted some things and I also started some things from seed. And so here's some cilantro, and there's some flowers here that probably won't come in yet. You can see the little marigolds, and those are some collards that I planted direct sowed in here. So a lot of these things are direct sowed, and they're already coming in really nicely. That's some arugula, and the oregano is loving it in these things. And if you check back here, if we look back here, so as you can see, the lettuce is just booming back here, and so is the spinach. So I think that we probably just use this tower for those things like lettuce and spinach because they tend to be doing very well here. So I'm another version of kale. Um, so that's what this looks like so far. And then over here, and again, we have grow bags in here, guys. Look at the onions are booming. And we have this chocolate mint. It is bursting out of this pot, and we need to up pot it into a bigger pot. And if you know anything about mint, you need to put it in pots because it will invade your garden, but it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. And then in here, this cauliflower is doing so good. And I know that people tend to plant the cauliflower in fall and they're probably picking it out by now, but we did not, like I mentioned before, we did not do a fall planting, so we don't have a spring harvest because we didn't want to continue in the small space that we were in, and we knew that we were going to kind of change it. So we are really praying that we get all those like cool weather crops. And again, we're in zone 6B, so today it felt warm, but tomorrow it could snow. So, right?
Definitely.
So this is another bed, but we don't have anything in here because this is also another bed that we intend to put tomatoes and peppers in because these areas get the absolute most sun. And over here we have parsley and we have kale that is doing great.
We have
And Adam is awesome that he's taking this net off so you guys can see it. So we do have the parsley, and the parsley we actually transferred because it's a perennial, and so it grew back in the other space where we were growing, and I just kind of transferred it. I also divided it as well, so I got about 6 or 7 um bushes of parsley, and it's like really ready to be harvested and dried out. And then I have arugula over here coming in great. And so everything is doing really good. And this is right after rain. And so let me just see. You can see that. This is right after rain. And so I love how everything looks and smells right after the rain. It's like so happy that it rained. Okay. And um look at this lettuce. It is so interesting to me how, like, this is the same type of lettuce, I think. But look at this one and then look at that one. Or maybe it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, look at this. We have some radish here. This is our first year growing radish, and I'm so interested to see what it's gonna happen. I probably have to start basically separating these out, and I'm probably gonna do that after this video. And so in this bed, if you can see, I kind of put scallops, green onions, and garlic in a lot of the beds to defer a lot of the pets. And it's working. We have, again, some arugula here and broccoli and some scallops. And look at this here so that it doesn't completely fall. Okay. And so can you guys see here? This is beets. I want to grow beets so bad. I do because I want to put them in juices. They are so good for you. And they're taking so long to grow. And I thought, these things are not going to grow. But I came out here today and they look like they want to do something. So let's pray about it, right? We totally prayed over this garden. So I am so hopeful that it's going to be great. And you see, we have garlic in here. Um, And then in this bed, we have some more cauliflower and broccoli. We have oregano. We try to companion plant. So most of the things that are in these beds are helpful to one another in some way or the other. So that's why we have a lot of garlic and onions. We also have some onions in here. And we just popped in this little marigold. because it looks pretty. In the bags here, we have more onions. Oh, red onions and white onions and yellow onions. And we have some spinach in here. And I'm so excited about this spinach. Like, I eat spinach all the time. I put it in my juices. And last year, my spinach bolted. And this year, my spinach is booming. And I kind of like went crazy with it. So I am so happy and excited about the spinach, guys. So what else do we got? We got more spinach over here. Oh, look at that. We got some peas ready. We're going to have to take this netting off because these peas are ready to climb.
Show the
Yeah.
carrots.
Oh my gosh, I did not show you guys the carrots. Listen, I'm so happy about what is going to be carrots because when I planted these carrots, I was like, I am not going to get any carrots. And when I seen all of these things sprouting, I was like, yes. And so I'm going to be separating these for like a whole day, but I don't care. I just want some carrots. And so I got multicolored carrots in here and traditional carrots. And I'm so excited. If we get carrots, we're gardeners. Right, hon? Like if we get carrots, we are gardeners.
Carrots,
Look, we got some bush beans. We got bush beans over here. We're excited about. So we have our greenhouse here. And if you can believe that um the cucumbers and the squash and the pumpkins are ready. Okay, it's May and they are ready. And I'm so nervous and excited about it. I mean, cucumbers and squash, in my opinion, are really easy to grow, but I'm not sure about the pumpkins. And even if you could see back here, we have some yellow midget watermelon, and we are so excited. We're trying to figure out where we're gonna put that, the pumpkins and the watermelon. So that is pretty much it. Um, so you can see it's getting dark, so we're losing the sun, and we're just like letting nature do its thing.